The community is a place where various species living close enough for potential interaction, so it includes a variety of races. And how the races interact with each other forms a community. Below community is a population, which is a group of individuals of the same species. For example, we have here, they're all orc. So that's a population of orc. When you have a mixed population like orcs with trolls, blood elf, and all the other ones, that's called a community. Then when you include all the community, including the non-living stuff like water, the rock and stuff, you have an ecosystem. And finally, the whole world of Warcraft, that's Earth, or biosphere. In community, you're faced with different types of interaction, and the categories are competition, predation, herbivory, symbiosis, disease, mutualism, and commensalism. When you have a group of species that destroy another group of species or eats it, then that's predation. For example, predation is when you have like a level 85 mage that picks on a newbies, that's predation. When you specialize in herbalism and then you go out and then you pick up herbs, that's herbivory. When the Death Knight uses attack on you and it does damage over time because it sticks on you, the attacks are mostly disease effect, either blood or frost, and then the DOT will basically live inside the host and then causes the damage over time. That's disease. When you have two species where they interact with each other, where one isn't eating the other, but instead just sharing the same resources or competing for the same resource, that's competition. Under competition, there are four subcategories: are competitive exclusion principle, ecological niches, resource partitioning, and character displacement. Under competitive exclusion principle, when one species invades another species territory and try to take over, or the other species get taken over and one of the species get wiped out, that's competitive exclusion principle. For example, you have your raid and then you go and you attack the boss, but unfortunately you got wiped out, then one group of species, the players, have been eliminated. Under resource partitioning, that's when you split up the resource. For example, you are questing at a place and there's another guy who's also the same race as you are, so you can't really attack him or anything. So basically, he's also happens to be doing the same quest as well. And then if you're doing a quest where you have a rare drop, then okay, that makes it even harder. So okay, these are my monsters I'm killing, and then those are your monsters. So you kind of split up the resource as you do the quest together. The purpose of resource partitioning is because you cannot outcompete your opponent. Instead, you kind of have to like share the area, the habitat with them. So you have your own place, I have my own place. Under character displacement, for example, you're questing and then all of a sudden you have an enemy character that also happens to be the same level as you, and then that person's in the same area and you're just checking to see if that person's attacking you. And you're just waiting and then they're not attacking you and you don't want to attack them because that'll be a waste of time because you're questing and you're busy leveling up. So instead, you guys just kind of like looking at each other, making sure that no one's attacking each other yet. So you're questing on your side and they're questing on their side, but then you kind of avoid questing each other in the same place and stuff, so you are in character displacement. Whereas if the person wasn't there and you're just questing by yourself, then you're free to go and kill whatever monster and pick up whatever item. But once you have an opponent, your other race at PvP near you, then since no one's attacking each other, you just kind of like, okay, I'll stay in my side, you stay in your side. So your character is kind of displaced. You are no longer doing what you would have done if that person wasn't there.